What is going on, guys? I'm Mac.
And I'm former Pittsburgh Steeler, CSW.
And welcome to London to NFL on the go. We are at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for a highly anticipated matchup between Buffalo Bills and Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's going to be Trevor Lawrence against Josh Allen. A clash of the Titans, some would say.
Some would say that, and do you know what? Got Trevor Lawrence warming up behind us, and I'm looking at it like this could be a Jacksonville win in my eyes.
Are you backing him?
I'm backing Jacksonville.
So Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs on fire, averaging 41 points.
Hey,
putting up the last 3 games.
Whoa, let's not like Jacksonville are London's team.
Yeah.
They are London's team.
But bear in mind, this is a Bills home game.
It is a Bills home game, and I've seen a lot of Bills jerseys.
They travel well.
But I did just see Trevor Lawrence's doppelganger outside.
But you haven't seen anyone jumping through tables yet. That's the Bills special, the Bills Mafia special.
Hey,
celebration, WrestleMania style, through the table.
What are you excited? What are you looking forward to?
I want to see a show. I want to see Calvin Ridley score me some fantasy points this week, please.
Oh, yeah, you
please.
talking about
He got me a
fantasy league
touchdown
again?
last week. I was like, tick, that's a nice one. I need to see it again. I need to see Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley go toe-to-toe with Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. That's the matchup we all want to see.
It is.
Calvin Ridley, what a throw and catch!
So, Mac, today is a special edition of London to NFL on the go.
Yeah, we're going to be speaking to some big NFL fans right here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
We've got a lot of different people coming up.
Do you know what? I cannot wait. But I'm not going to tell you who they are. We're just going to show you who they are. So, let's get to it.
We are joined by the one and only football's flyest, Daniel Sturge.
My brothers,
What's
how you
happening?
guys doing, man? How you
How's
guys doing?
things?
Great, always good, man. Excited for the game, obviously. Big things today, man. I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to see who's gonna do their thing.
Who you rocking with? Who's your team?
My team, to be fair, I've got a lot of ties to the Patriots, but they're not my team.
The Patriots?
Yeah, because my family and all that stuff, they're in Boston, you know what I mean? So I used to see them a lot. To be fair, I don't have a team per se. I've got a fantasy team. Been in the fantasy league for 8 years. I'm the commissioner.
You're the commissioner?
I'm the commissioner.
So you're
I
pulling
pulled it
all the
together.
strings?
I pulled it all together. You know, I got my boys from the States. It's only like me as an English guy.
Yeah.
I have won a title, by the way. I'm top right now, 4-0. So, you know, your boy's doing his thing.
Okay. So, what do you think about today's game?
I think, obviously, it's a further travel for the Bills. And obviously, the Jaguars been here already. So, I don't know. I fancy the Bills today, though. Obviously, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs been on fire. Von's back, I think, by the looks of things. So, although the Jags are sick, don't get me wrong. Travis Etienne had him last year. My team, you feel me?
This is a culture guy.
Bad man.
He knows.
No, he's a
He's
bad man.
knowledge.
He's a bad man. He's a bad
got
man.
it. He's
You know what I
got
mean?
it going.
Calvin
He's got it
Ridley
going.
doing his thing this season. He hasn't, got there yet. He's just finding his rhythm.
This
But
might
I
be the
can't
breakout
wait.
game.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping it's today because I'm excited for him, man. He's been out a long time.
You're going to
so
get some points
I want him
if he's on form.
To be fair, I tried to trade for him last week. He said no. So yeah, we'll see what I got.
Who's your favourite player in the league at the moment?
Jefferson, 100%. Just the swag, the vibes. Like Bijan Robinson's sick as well. I don't want to. There's so many great players though,
Yeah.
but Jefferson's my number one pick. I could have picked McCaffrey, but I just thought, you know what? I got him for next year, keeper league team. You feel me? So I'm
You're in a
gonna go with
dynasty
Jeff-
league as
I'm gonna
well.
go- It's not dynasty. It's like one keeper.
Yeah,
One of my
yeah,
boys, Pete, he's always talking about, oh, we gotta keep 4 or 5 players, man. I'm like, bro, it's too many. So Jefferson, I say, is probably my favorite player to watch right now. Although Devon Achane picked
Going
him
off
off
of
the
Miami.
waivers a couple-
Off waiver wire?
The waivers.
Why was he even available?
2-3 weeks ago, my boy drafted him 179. He drafted him 179. Oh, that nobody knew. I did my little research, you know me. Started watching a few Mike McDaniel's interviews online. Started getting excited. I said, you know what? Pick this young boy up. He's
He's
you know what I
invested.
mean?
Full
Hey.
knowledge. Like,
Yeah,
you're going down a rabbit hole with this whole fantasy
I love
thing,
it,
right?
absolutely love it, man. It's like literally through the week, I'll be on my little vibe, watching YouTube videos, so on and so forth, doing my research for my players. So literally, before that, I didn't really know about the sport. But once I started getting into fantasy, like 8 years ago, as I said,
You learn all the
ever
players.
since then, like my Sundays, my song,
Red Zone.
Sundays, I literally sing that to myself like every day. My missus be like, oh, NFL, Sunday's my day. Who's your teams?
I'm an Eagles fan. Have been
okay.
for 16 years.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
we're
I was cool. You know what? I used to speak to Zach Ertz quite a bit. We used to go back and forth on text, wishing him well, obviously, at the Cardinals. When they won the Super Bowl, I had him in my team. You know what I mean? So we was talking, I was like,
You're
my boy,
invested.
hey, make sure you give me a couple points this week, you know? So, you know, it's good time for sure.
Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to play a little game called Starting Lineup.
Right.
I'm going to give you some NFL archetypes,
Right.
and you're just going to give me a player that you may have played with in the past or that someone in today's game that fits that archetype.
Okay.
So we'll start with the showman.
Right.
This is the flashy player. They know they've got game. They can do it all. Like, they're the it guy.
That's a tough one, you know. That's a tough one, man. Because I play with some boys. I play with some good ones. The it factor, what you say? What do you mean?
He's
Like what?
got it, like...
Because there's a
he's
difference,
he's a
right?
good player,
There's a
but
difference,
he's also
right?
flashy with it.
There's a difference, right? Like, say for instance, a Jefferson would be considered that archetype, what you're talking about. But in football, I wouldn't say like I've played with someone that I could say is like Skillerman's like, because that's like a skillful thing. Like Salah obviously calls Suarez, Mane, you know, the Sterlings of this world, the Hazards, like it's one of them. But I couldn't say for sure.
But who's the one
this
who
is
likes
the
to put
guy.
on the show?
You know what I'd say was that guy? Anelka.
Really? Yeah, I can see
Bro,
that. Game changer.
The drip, the like everything about the guy was just cool. He's the coolest footballer I've ever played with for sure. By none.
Okay.
like that.
And
I like that one.
but of course, the other players I said like they get
could
down,
easily
they
fit in
get
there.
down, they get down with the get down. But Nico, bro, like just the drip, bro, just sick, man.
Next up, we've got the leader. So the person who's setting the standard, the one who's most dependable, reliable, and everyone wants to follow. Who's that?
Stevie G, bro. Stevie G
Easy
for
pick.
sure. Like, come on, man, what a guy.
Yeah.
Just what a guy.
Yeah, easy pick. Right, your next one is the Joker. They have a laugh and a joke, like maybe don't take themselves too serious.
The Joker. I mean, D for sure. But you know what I'd say? Mike's man, Micah Richards. We used to have that banter. Come on, like, for sure. There's loads. Don't get me wrong. You know what's really funny? Mamadou Sakho loved the joke as well.
Yeah?
Really, yeah. He loved the banter Sakho did. But there's loads, man. There's honestly loads of them. But out of everyone, Micah for sure.
Yeah, I like that one. I've met Mike a few times. He's a funny guy.
We still-
always on jokes.
Oh, mate. Just loves the banter, don't he?
Yeah, he
Absolutely
does.
loves it.
All right, last up, the dark horse. Who doesn't get the respect they deserve? Who's underrated in the league? Past or present?
Underrated. Oh, that's a good question, you know. And you're gonna probably put me in a little pickle, if I'm honest with you. Because I don't really know. I think there's a lot of them. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of those guys. I couldn't pick one out. If I'm off the top of my head, I couldn't pick one out, to be totally honest with you. But there are a lot of guys out there who you would say, like, they don't really see what, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
what
what
the people
everyone
see.
sees, because it doesn't show up in the numbers. It's like that with, I don't know, a defensive lineman, and he might be the guy who's pressuring, but he don't get the sack, but he creates the close and like all that stuff. It's like that. It's almost like there's guys who do so much work for the team to make the team be cohesive and move and win games and blah, 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 but they don't put numbers up like assists and goals and stuff like that. But let me think. Son, and I think he is rated, but I think Heung-min Son's not rated enough.
Yeah.
So I'd say, probably out of everyone, I'd probably say Son. I've always talked great about Son and said I think he's like top player.
Yeah.
But I think, of course, you had Harry Kane here, and he was the focal point. But Son for me is like a special player, man.
But anyway, we'll leave you to enjoy the game. Thank you for sitting down and
Thank
talking
you,
to us.
man. Appreciate you.
Pleasure as always.
My man. Respect, always, gentlemen. Wish you all the best.
We're here with freestyle footballer Billy F2. Billy,
Boys, you good?
What's
How you doing?
you're a Spurs fan, right?
Mate, massive Spurs fan. My family grew up in the flats opposite this stadium here. It's home for me here today.
So this must feel a little bit different because it doesn't quite look like the Spurs grounds outside.
It's crazy, the transformation is unreal. And also, the fans, the different atmosphere. You know, normally you come to Tottenham on a match day, everyone's drinking beer, like lager. Like, it's such a friendly, fun atmosphere and a mix of fans, not just from who's playing today, right? All different NFL teams, different jerseys, the Raiders, all sorts. It's been
Been
amazing.
to football games before, a big one. What one was it?
Well, I went to the NFL Super Bowl, but not any NFL Super Bowl. 2017,
What happened in that game?
Patriots versus the Falcons. Do you know what? We got the tickets, right? And was like, let's go to it, it's going to be amazing. we literally jumped straight to the front of the queue and saw the best game there's ever been in history, right? Tom Brady pulling it back. And I was like, wow, this is the best thing I've ever... I've got to see more of these games. And everyone's like, no, this was the best game ever. You don't know how lucky you are to witness that. But it was amazing. And what I loved about it was, obviously it's about the sport and the match, but the atmosphere around it, what gets put on, like, you know, it's a proper show.
Event, yeah.
It's a proper event, and whether you're just a fan or you want to go with a family to experience it, there's something for everyone.
So comparing football and American football stadium experience, which one are you going for?
Oh, I mean, do you know what?
That's a tricky one.
It's a tricky one, because what I say is football, I feel like it's so serious and there's so much at stake, and the atmosphere is quite tense, but I like that. Whereas when I went to the Super Bowl at the time, it was like everyone was drinking, dancing, having a party. Yeah, they wanted their team to win, obviously, and they love and they're passionate. But it was just such a great experience. So two totally different things, and both need to be experienced by everyone, I think.
And as a Tottenham fan, you've got the best of both worlds, where you got Spurs on the weekend and then suddenly NFL for 2 games.
Oh, mate, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
And now you sat in the Spurs locker room.
I know.
By the way, did you know there's a small pool in that room?
Do you know what? AJ Tracy invited me to play on the pitch about 6 weeks, no, probably 2 months ago. I sat there and I scored a header, and like literally it's like the highlight of my career. And the cameraman that was filming me, someone walked across as I rose like a salmon heading it, and I was like, I can't wait to watch this back. And I look back and this geezer just walks past, and that is the moment gone. But no, it's just nice. It's an incredible stadium, you know, and how the pitches can change over, and how you look at it now with all the advertisement, the billboards, the NFL, it's like a total different stadium. It's crazy.
You could pick this stadium and put it in the States and it would not look out of place.
No, it wouldn't. It's incredible. And do you know what I'm surprised at? The amount of American fans that have travelled over from the States to support their team. Because I thought it'd be majority English fans, but no, it's like,
it's not.
It's crazy.
And it's a Bills home game as well.
The Bills are taking over, I'm telling you. I've got this.
I guess I don't need to ask you who's going to win the game. Yes, I mean,
Yeah,
you're
well-
wearing a Bills jersey. Well, Billy, we're going to play a little bit of a game. It's called Start and Lineup. I'm going to give you some NFL archetypes, and you're going to tell me which people from your industry, so football, fit that archetype best.
Nice, I like it.
I'll start us off, and we'll go with the showman.
The showman.
This is someone who's a little bit flashy.
Okay.
Know they've got the game, but they're a little bit flashy with it.
This is a showman, but not really flashy. So I could just go with Ronaldo, but I'm going to go for Eric Cantona.
Oh.
You know, the collar up, not arrogance, but the confidence of it. So I'll go for Eric Cantona.
No, I like that one. The vintage pick.
Vintage, yeah. I'm bringing him back out.
I like your taste. Culture man.
Yeah,
You're very
culture.
culture man. Okay, next up is the leader. Who's the one who sets the standard for the league, the locker room? Who's the one everyone's trying to follow?
I'm going to go John Terry for leader. John Terry, I think that he would, and I'm a Spurs fan, so it pains me to say. I'll go John Terry, because I think that when he was captain of Chelsea, what he'd done, like the passion behind his performances was inspiring. So yeah, John Terry.
Okay, John Terry. Nice. Next up, you've got the Joker. So, someone who's just maybe doesn't take things too serious all the time, having a laugh and joke in the locker room.
I'd go Jack Grealish.
He's bringing the banter.
The banter, the joke.
I can
Do you know what?
see.
Meeting him personally, and he doesn't take things too seriously. Obviously on the pitch he does, but I don't think he can get away with it at Man City. So, but his personality is all about banter, having a laugh.
I feel like Jack Grealish is the definition of Jack the Lad.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
The definition of Jack the Lad.
He is.
So that's a
and
great
by
one.
the way, he's a lovely guy as well. So like, he's got this great personality. He's infectious. He has banter, and he tells it how it is. Yeah,
Well, I'd love to meet him.
yeah, he's a great guy.
All right, last up, the dark horse. Who doesn't get the respect they deserve in the league? Or just in football general, historically?
Oh, that's a good one.
Who's underrated?
You know what, Sonny, when he came to Spurs, he had a couple of seasons and no one was really talking about him.
Yeah.
And we were saying, like, people got to pay attention to Sonny, man. And then it sort of clicked and he got the attention.
Very strong lineup.
Yeah, got
But it's a business. Scoreline, predictions. Who's going to win? Bills, Jags. What do you think the score's going to be?
Say Bill.
Well, listen, I've done a few things. I went with asking everyone who's going to win, personally, and they
good
said the
tactic.
Bills. Secondly, I asked Roman, my son, who should I support? He said Bills. And thirdly, my name's Billy, so I thought I got a little bit.
Billy and
I've
the
got to give it
Bills.
to the Bills.
The trifecta.
Yeah. So and at home, I have to pay all the bills. So
The Bills are at home,
I
so
think, but we hope for a great game, you know.
Yeah.
And it's nice to come and enjoy this sport without too much pressure on who wins and stuff. Just enjoy the spectacle, you know.
Yeah.
As a Spurs fan, when I come to this stadium, I can leave happy, or it can ruin my week.
Yeah.
And for the past few seasons, it's been killing me. It's been killing me. So yeah, it's good to be here and enjoy it.
Well, it's good to have you here, and do you know what? I hope you enjoy the game. It's going to be a fantastic game. Thank you for sitting down talking
Lads,
to us.
absolute legends. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Go Bills!
I am joined by possibly the biggest football player that I've ever met in my life, Bayo Akinfenwa.
Hi, what's up?
Bro,
Hi,
question.
Talk the
You're so big. How do you move?
Okay.
Like, shift on the field? You know
For
what I
those
mean?
that watch the game, they would say that my lack of movement, that I don't really move. You know, listen, you got to work your body out.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
just try to stay as central as possible. I had my office.
You got his own.
My office
It makes sense.
was the box, and that's
Yeah,
how I
yeah,
got
yeah.
my
Makes
goals.
sense.
All this running around, that is for the young bucks. It's the
Yeah.
young people's
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Now I know you're an NFL fan. I've seen you at a couple of these games now.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about what it's like to be here with the atmosphere, with the fans, like just what it's like to be at Spurs Stadium when the games are going on.
You know what? Like, for those that don't know or do know, I'm a massive supporter of the NFL. Love the game, love the energy. And people always kind of say that I should play the game. Let me tell you something. When you stand near these guys, bruv, they're taller than me, wider than me, faster than me. I enjoy being the biggest on the pitch. I would never play this game, but the energy that it brings, for me, it's kind of unmatched. Especially like football's football. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love. But when you come out of that box and then you're watching these games and see they celebrate after every tackle, I can't fathom that. I couldn't fathom doing a slide tackle or barge and then doing a dance and that. You know, but for entertainment purposes, for me it was on something else. And then I've watched the games at Wembley. I've been to three Super Bowls. But when I come to this stadium here, I best believe you need to come and check it out. It's dope.
Yeah, do you know what? It's totally different when you're actually watching Spurs play here to then when you're watching the NFL player. Like, it's a complete transformation.
Yes.
Do you have an actual team that you follow?
Yeah, so I'm a Chiefs man. So, and they're running things right now. Like, don't get it twisted. And listen, there's a story behind why I am. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I did a little something with Travis Kelce. So we did like a little, and then ever since then, I was like, all right, listen, I'm going to support where you rep. And then ever since then, him and Mahomes has just been shutting stuff down, sort of thing. So Chiefs are my team right here. So don't just say I'm a glory hunter, because people will be like,
I'm not.
I told you the story.
I'm not. I believe your story. The only reason I'm like that is because I'm an Eagles fan.
Say nothing.
So like, obviously that was a little bit sore for me.
Don't be bitter. Right?
I'm not bitter.
Yeah,
it was a great game.
It was.
It just shouldn't have ended like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, listen, I get what you're saying from there. It shouldn't have ended like that for y'all and that. But for the Chiefs fans and that, it should have ended that way.
And now you got Taylor Swift on top. So.
Yeah, I know. I hear like the Swifties have just been coming out in full force. It is what it is out here.
Yeah, I mean, they're out in full force. So talk to me a little bit about today's game. Bills, Jags.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win?
You know what? Jags was here last week. Well, listen, I'm going to go with the Jags for this game. I'm going to go with them for that. I think they're just going to have the edge forward and that. Like, I'm going to go with the Jags. I think the Jags are going to get it. But like, to be fair, I'm just out here as a neutral spectator because they ain't really my team. But I think the Jags are going to take it today.
High scoring or low scoring game?
I'm hoping high scoring. I'm hoping high scoring sort of things.
Touchdowns.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do love the defensive side of it, you know what I'm saying, because it's size, defense. But I was always an attacker, so when it's goals, that's why I like two attacking teams going toe to toe, because then you just know it's touchdowns. So fingers crossed, there'll be a lot of touchdowns.
All right. Well, anyway, we're gonna play a little bit of a game called Start and Line Up.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you some NFL archetypes, and you're gonna tell me which person you've either played with in the past, present, future, whatever, or anybody in the league that fits. Fits it.
All right,
okay. So we'll start with the showman. This person's quite flashy with it. They maybe got sick drip, maybe a little bit flashy on the field, all of that.
You know what? I won't say for drip outside, but I'm talking about showman on the football pitch.
Yeah.
For me, the one that just is that pioneer was Lee Trundle for me. Like, for those that don't know, go get his clips. He's been the best player I've played with, and I've played with some real ballers. But for me, as in showmanship, I'm talking about goal kick, get it on his neck, roll it around, and keep the ball. Like, showman to like the highest esteem. So I'm going to say Lee Trundle, showman.
I can get that. Like, you'd have to have some skill in order to get it around your neck, keep the ball. Like,
If he was playing in today's day and age, all what Ronaldinho was doing, Trons would have been, he would have had 1 billion views on YouTube. I'm telling you that now. Certified baller.
Okay. So your next one is the leader. Now, this person is somebody who everyone's looking up to. They're like at the top of their game.
Yeah. All right, it's just people I played with or played against.
It could be anyone in the league.
All right, so I'd say I'm going to try and keep it as close to me. Played against was Steven Gerrard. I played against him, and I swear down, I told this story many times. It was like he was bored and said, I'm just gonna switch it on now and lead my team. And he just went and scored 2 against the team I played for. So, and of course, I've met him outside and I've seen what he'd done for Liverpool. So as a leader, I'd say Stevie G.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from Liverpool, so.
Yeah.
Steve G. I love that. Love that from you. Love that from you. Right, so your next one is the Joker. They don't take things too serious. They're always having a little bit of laugh and a joke, bit of banter.
You know what? I'm gonna have to say Mikel Antonio. Like, he is just he missed the Joker. It doesn't matter what. It rains, sleet or snow. He's got a joke. He just, for me, the way his mentality is, it's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, and I think sometimes you've got to take life like that. I think life comes at you and it keeps you on your toes. And when you can try and smile at certain things, I think it's good. And when you can make people smile, so I'll say Antonio's the Joker.
Yeah, you need someone like that in your life. You need that in your life.
You need
because
it.
when things get a little bit low,
You know what I'm saying?
you look towards that person
Come
and
on,
they lift you up.
it's tense out here, you know what I'm saying? And then you sometimes just look at their face and you just be like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
It's not as bad, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Antonio.
Yeah. All right. So your last one is the dark horse. Like, who doesn't get the credit that they deserve?
Who
Like,
doesn't get it? You know what? I'm just going to say, as a Liverpool man, I always bring it back to Liverpool, I'm going to say Bobby Firmino. I just don't think he gets what he should get, what he has got, what he has done. So I'm going to say that. And he was just a smiler. It just looked like he never ever switched or nothing. Just smiled at life. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'll say. So the person that didn't really, for me, get that accolade from the outside. I mean, maybe people in the game did, but for me, I just think they should be chatting about it way more. That's what I'll say for that. Bobby V and them things.
makes sense. I mean, you got 2 Liverpool players in there, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, come on now. You're happy, you know. Because Liverpool and that.
Yeah.
Need to go check out how we do with Brighton today. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
It's a strong starting lineup.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we'll be able to hold out.
I feel like you'd hold it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'll coach and be on the bench, you know what I'm saying? Just to roll, if anything, you know. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'll hold that. I'll hold that lineup.
Well, anyway, thank you for talking to me.
Nice, love always.
You enjoy the rest of today's game.
Thank
I'll
you.
probably see you out there.
You already know. Love always.
Bro, love always.
Lawrence surveys the scene. The end zone. Touchdown. Zay Jones goes up to get it. ETN with the flip. And he walks right in. 3 for 3 on 3rd down. And then now a touchdown. Stephon Diggs. How much better will I broadcast? 3rd and 15. Allen hangs in there. Throws deep to Diggs. Jump ball! And Darius Williams comes down with it. ETN gaining the edge, and he walks it in. Touchdown! And here's Allen. Oh, we'll do it again. Tottenham crowd in full throat. Lawrence flings it up for Ridley. And he's got it! Calvin Ridley, what a throw and catch! There's ETN up the middle. ETN is free! ETN! Touchdown! 35 yards! Allen and the Bills need a score and a 2-point conversion to keep this in the realm of hope. Allen himself stopped right at the goal line, and he shoved past it for the touchdown. The 30-yard line is what he told me once upon a time. Here's Allen from his end zone. And over the middle. Oh, a little hook and ladder. The ball's loose. And Jacksonville recovers it. And it's Trayvon Walker. Last year's first overall pick. Wrapping it up.
What a game that was. Christian, I was right. Jags win.
Bills did not come out with anything in that first quarter. That's the only reason why you won.
I mean, yeah, you're right. But like you said before, I feel like that week here has really worked in Jags' favours. Anyway, what a game it was. We've got Ravens and Titans next week. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing content like this, and we'll see you next week.